Hello, Diorama. So just straight after an amazing show, what are your impressions?
Well,
Yeah, maybe.
yes, or maybe no. It depends.
No, yes.
You know, well, it was a very long way to get here. We drove about 9.5 hours, 3 of us, because we come from the southwestern part of Germany, and we drove here by car. It took Felix 14 hours to go here by plane because he wasn't picked up at the airport. So it was
Yes.
kind of,
Wrocław Airport is a place to stay also.
so it was kind of a hassle to even be able to be here, and then it all went by really quickly. And I mean, it is like most of the times in Poland, great audience, really good atmosphere, and we are really able to enjoy ourselves. We feel at home here, and this is a special place here, the festival. I think it's the second time we play here, so it's always good to be here, and it's always good to play in Poland.
Gig went by very fast.
Yeah.
Right now, I can't remember that I was playing a gig 1 hour ago. What's
I mean, I would like you to pose the question to the audience, because we had fun on stage. I think we had a good time, really. We all agreed that it was a nice show for us, but we just can hope that the audience would agree.
I bet they would. And everyone's curious, when can we expect the new album to appear and the next tour?
Well, the next album is already under construction. We hope to be ready by the end of the year, beginning of next year, so that it's going to be released in the first half of 2012. And well, one of our first targets would actually, of course, be Poland. I mean, we had a show in Poznan 1 or 2 years ago, and in Warsaw, and it's always been great here. So we'll definitely make sure that we'll present the new album here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you already have a concept for the album? Like, is it going to be triangles this time?
No, but I think these umbrellas are very inspiring. Actually, we went from cubes to umbrellas.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're actually talking about this topic a lot, because it's quite annoying to have to transport the cubes all the time all around the world. So we have to make up a concept that's a little bit that's a little bit easier to handle.
Maybe umbrellas.
Maybe
Yes, I think umbrellas should.
Or footballs. We can carry as well.
No, we're collecting ideas. So, yeah. We have, we can say that probably end of September we have a brainstorming event, the band brainstorming event, where we will think about the concept of the album. So it's open still. But you can send your proposals also to the band.
Your fans?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what does the process of recording an album look like? What's the first element of the creation process?
The first element is usually some sort of musical framework, just a beat, a musical pattern, a certain melody. And if it all runs well and the lyrics are popping up at a similar time, just to make sure that it fits, it fits together, and then everything is added on top, which is a long process. But there's no such thing as a recipe for a perfect song or for a hit or something. We don't. We're not planning music; it just comes into existence. So sometimes it takes us one evening to create a new song. Sometimes it takes us 2 years. So it's really a different process, and I prefer the songs that take us one evening because it's less work. You know, we just, as I said, there's no such thing as a recipe. Some songs are just written by myself and produced by myself. Some songs are written with the whole band, and everybody has a very important influence on the song. Felix is also contributing a lot of material for the final result.
It's more or less a patchwork.
Yeah, it's a patchwork. We try to use all the strengths we have and all the abilities we have to combine them, and then make sure that something meaningful would come into existence. Next question, then.
And is there a song that you will never ever play live?
Yes, there are quite a few songs that we'll never ever play live because they just don't fit into a presenting context, you know. I couldn't name you an example, but there are songs that Beamer, yeah, instrumental songs that would just bore people, you know.
And why don't you play some, your fans call them hit songs live, such as All That Matters or Golden Boy?
Well, we always have to make a selection, and there's always a lot of people who are left with their own wishes, you know, and we cannot fulfill all of them. We really try, and we always try to make sure that we'll bring older songs or more special songs into the set list. To have a wechsel, to have change, you know, to not always have to play the same.
Variety.
To have variety, yeah. But you know, you cannot really. I mean, it's almost every show people talk to us later. Why didn't you play this song? Why didn't you play that song? You cannot really satisfy everybody, and especially at a festival where you're doomed to play, you know, more entertaining, more up-tempo songs, just in order to not bore the shit out of the audience.
And are you going to release a live DVD?
There have been plans to do so. And the plans are still there.
We'll put it back on the agenda.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be nice. The result has to be good so far. We have made some recordings that were not satisfactory to the end. But it would be nice. Actually,
And the place for the recordings might be Serbia, Belgrade, which is a really, really good place for us to play.
That's the next thing I wanted to ask you about. Is there any particular place where you'd like to play concerts?
I think for ourselves, it's more enjoyable to play club shows as compared to festivals, because we can really offer the whole variety of different stylistic directions that we represent in a club show. Whereas, as I said, at a festival, you're doomed to play more the easygoing hits and the up-tempo numbers. So I tend to enjoy club shows more, and obviously there are certain places where people really like us, and I think from my perspective, Poland is one of these countries. Serbia as well, of course, Russia,
Eastern Europe,
Eastern Europe, Germany. Why ever? Greece, Spain, Mexico, Australia.
Japan,
Fiji, Argentina. There are always certain highlights, you know. But it's not that we're traveling to places and we're sure that it's going to be a major success. It's always a fight.
And are there any other bands or other forms of art that inspire you or influence your music?
Die Frage gerne mal weiter.
the other
bands or artists.
The influences are coming from my personal favorites are progressive rock bands, but I also listen some funk and soul stuff, so which is getting me groovy on stage. So
Groovy, funky.
yeah, it's important because there are many patterns I play which are really coming from funk and soul, and yeah, this is something which I like privately. So there are no particularly bands like, which I don't know are very known. Porcupine Tree, for example, is one of my favorites currently, but there are several other bands inspiring us, I think.
Yeah. The interesting fact about our band is that everybody has a different musical background coming. Classical piano education, Monsieur Band, rock and pop and club and techno. So the combination makes it probably interesting, and that the result of Diorama has so many different
Aspects.
aspects. And I think this is something that people will probably feel more live than on CD, because on CD we're limited with live. And it adds, as Marcus said, he's playing live patterns that you would probably expect for the Porcupine Tree. Here at Diorama.
I think we can say that we are not only coming from the electronic music. Our variety is coming from everywhere, I think. So we are not only focused on one scene. I think that's our reside to.
Yeah, that's important, I think, because we don't want to limit ourselves. You know, if you, yeah, that's the main point. I think music is music. You feel it, you know, and if I feel anything, I don't want to limit myself or ourselves. And that's the important thing. Yeah.
And what about the emotions? Which emotions are most difficult for you to express?
Fun. Probably. Yeah, the Diorama has a very melancholic attitude, a sad attitude, an aggressive attitude, maybe, an angry attitude. It's not that we're not fun oriented. I mean, we are really also very much into nonsense and stuff. But if we take the music of Diorama seriously, it's more about the negative spectrum of emotions. So we're not really able to reflect happy moods, you know, sunshine, flowers, love on stage and within our music. It's more profound, and it's more about the depths in us, the abysses in us, the insanities maybe. So yeah, I would say happy feelings are not really overrepresented in our music.
And what does Diorama dream about?
Do you mean in terms of further development or career, or our private or personal dreams, or
Also,
nightmares?
more dreams than nightmares.
We tend to think from chapter to chapter, you know. What counts now is the next album, is the next year, is the next shows we're gonna play, and then we'll see where we're stranding. It's not that we have a master plan where we want to be in 10 years.
That's probably why we're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, maybe we all studied something that has. Oh, my legs. Okay, you got it.
Flooding the cellar.
We've all studied something in the business environment, international business, economics, and whatever. So we're in the job life. We're more in the management type of thinking. Music-wise, we're not. Absolutely not. We're floating. We're floating. We just let things happen, and this is the freedom that we really need. Let's see. I mean, I would lie. If I said that, I wouldn't want to be rich and famous, you know. But if it doesn't happen, it's okay. We just try to be ourselves and stay honest to ourselves, and be faithful to the things that we came from.
And could you just say a few words for the fans who have attended your show today?
That's gonna be a good way.
A few words. Okay. Bicycle. Wall. Watch. Angle. Spider.
Dude.
No, we were
Umbrella.
Yeah.
Smoke. Fish.
My truck.
So thanks a lot for talking, and we wish all the best to you.
Thanks.
Thank you.